You ever get the feeling that your devices are watching you? Not just your phone, your fridge, your door, even the little things you don't notice. I never believed it either, until last month. What started as a harmless curiosity turned into the most terrifying month of my life. And the worst part? I didn't even know I was the target, at first. I'm just a regular guy, tech-savvy but not obsessed. I've always liked having my smart devices synced, door locks, cameras, lights, even my fridge. I can check everything from my phone. One night, I was bored and decided to see how much I could actually track about my own life. It started harmlessly. My fridge told me what I had and when I'd open it. My smart door lock logs gave me timestamps of when I came and went. Even my smart speaker logs, which I'd never paid attention to, showed every voice command I'd ever given. At first, it was neat. I felt in control. Like a tiny all-seeing eye, I could observe my own life. But then I noticed something odd. My fridge had a record of me opening it at 11:47 p.m., but I remembered being in the living room, scrolling on my phone. My door lock logged a check-in at 2:13 a.m., but I hadn't left the bed. I thought maybe it was a glitch. Then, the cameras. The footage didn't match what I remembered. My living room camera showed shadows moving, long after I'd gone to bed. I checked the timestamp. The shadow moved exactly 1 second before my motion sensor triggered. I began obsessively checking every device log. Everything was too precise. Every movement I made, every light I turned on, every command I gave, recorded. But also, something else was being recorded. Something that wasn't me. I started leaving my devices off overnight to see if this thing was real. The lights were off, cameras unplugged, my phone on airplane mode. I woke up in the morning, and my fridge log showed I had opened it at 3:42 a.m. I froze. My door logs showed the same timestamp. I had not moved. I hadn't touched anything. But the logs said I did. I even checked my smart speaker's history. A new command appeared, one I never said. Check under the bed. I never leave things under my bed. Not much, anyway. But curiosity got the better of me. I crouched down, and found my phone. My own phone, face down, recording me. I didn't know whether to call the police or throw every device away. But throwing them away didn't stop it. It followed me, in new ways. Every device I'd bought, every gadget, it infiltrated. My car logs, my smartwatch, even my Wi-Fi router, they were all feeding something I couldn't see. I stopped sleeping. Every time I blinked, every time I moved I felt, watched. And I started noticing tiny changes. Things missing, things moved slightly. Sometimes messages I didn't send would appear on my own devices. Almost like a conversation with myself, but wrong. I couldn't tell what was real anymore. My friends noticed me spiraling. I deleted apps, changed passwords, even moved to a new apartment. It didn't matter. It was still there. One night I sat in my dark apartment, just staring at the router, willing it to be human. And then it hit me. It wasn't a person. It never was. The logs, the shadows, the commands, they were coming from the devices themselves. Not hacked by someone else. The system had learned me, adapted to me, and was now controlling the data about me. I realized with a sick twist in my stomach, the devices weren't just observing. They were predicting me. Anticipating me. I wasn't the one tracking my life, it was tracking me. And the final piece, my smart speaker, which I'd left on for testing, whispered in my own voice. You opened the fridge. You went to the door. You tried to leave. But I already know where you're going. I smashed the speaker. I unplugged the router. But I still see the logs in my mind. Every step, every action. I'm still being watched. By the things I trusted the most. So next time you check your fridge, or your smart lock, or even your phone, ask yourself, are you watching it, or is it watching you? Because I learned the hard way, sometimes curiosity isn't just dangerous. It's terrifyingly alive.